It's the last market week before Christmas. More Santa Baby rally or Santa Baby crying. I'm Darren, and this is 3 things you need to know for Monday, December the 18th. Saying that the U.S. is basically previewing a nuclear war, North Korea fired a short-range missile yesterday. The missile left North Korea and fell in the ocean about 350 miles off their coast. And what is seeming like a bad and extended trend, this time it's Quaker Oats recalling granola bars and some cereal over risk of salmonella. I've reported a lot of food with contamination lately. Who is checking our food supply? Teamsters nationwide voted 99% to 1% to strike if Anheuser-Busch can agree to their demands for a new contract. They seek better wages, job protection, and security for their health care and retirement benefits. Trade while you're sleeping across time zones with Arbitrage Trade Assist. Sign up today at arbitragetrade.com. Arbitrage Trade is your trusted source for business, finance, and tech info.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. It grows louder when you ask for help and you're vulnerable. It is the thread that lets you know that no matter what happens, you will be okay.
When we learn the power of hope, recovery is possible. Find out how at startwithhope.com. Brought to you by the National Council for Mental Wellbeing, Shatterproof, and the Ad Council.
Is it rare to be a Care Bear? Here's what Ari writes. Part of what has led to today's work environment is the disconnect between the culture of the older and younger generation, among other things. Even as recently as 50 years ago, work environments were significantly different because work culture was different. People took pride in their work and cared about the impact of their job and company had on others, both at the consumer and investor level. As times changed, the relationships between the worker, upper management, and investors also changed, and in turn changed the workers' view of their job, their management, and their company. Panera's founder claims that high up in the business world, it is easy to forget that while decisions for the company are shaped and molded by the demands of the investors and shareholders, average people do not care about that. Specifically, the Panera founder seems to be surprised by the average worker's nonchalance about what the shareholders and investors want. The disconnect from the top to the bottom of the companies is so bad that some companies openly attempt to use the happiness of the shareholders to try to motivate their workers. The idea is so absurd to regular people that it has resulted in a string of videos and TikToks making fun of the idea that upper management would think that regular employees care about what is going on in the C-suite. In fact, that is part of the reason for the workers' shortage. It is not so much a shortage of qualified people, but a shortage of qualified people willing to do the work for the lack of pay and work-life balance. What would be a better way to get employees excited about work? Better pay, better working conditions, and management empathizing and sympathizing with what the day-to-day looks like for the workers. Read this blog and others at arbitragetrade.com. While you're on the site, check out Arbitrage Trade Assist, which lets you stop watching and start living.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The Pick of the Day! Arbitrage algorithms have detected a possible uptrend for Cementos Pacasmayo SAA, that's CPAC. It's headquartered in Lima, Peru, and CPAC specializes in production and market of cement, quicklime, aggregates, ready-mix concrete, precast concrete products, and construction materials. This was a past Pick of the Day win. It was picked on September 21st and ran from $5.10 to $5.58. It closed Friday at $4.97, 52-week high of $5.60, and a 52-week low of $4.41. We are not financial advisors. Please do your own research. Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC is a privately held research company. Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC is solely responsible for the preparation and distribution of the contents of this podcast. The opinions offered in this podcast are for informational purposes only and are not intended to function as investment advice. Seek a duly licensed professional for investment advice. For more information about the informational research and services offered by Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC, please visit arbitragetrade.com.